Greetings, Manna 3301 students. My name is Dan Dalton, and I'm going to be your professor for Manna 3301 through the fall semester here online. I'm very happy that you have decided to join our class and wanted to just kind of give you a sneak peek of some of the things that we'll be doing throughout the semester. I'm going to try to get out one of these videos every week. So this being the first week of class, I thought that it would be appropriate for me to give you just an overview of the syllabus and some of the expectations that I have for you for this coming semester. The book that we are going to be using is the 9th edition of Contemporary Management, with the authors being Jones and George. If you have an older edition, it's probably okay, but some of the page references in the lecture notes and in the assignments may be a little bit off. So the 9th edition would be the best. I've had some students already reach out to me and ask me about online text and assignments. I typically do not use the online assignments. However, if you have access to it and have a code, you can use those materials to help your study. However, I do not have a link to send you. So we will not be using that in this section of the course. Now, going forward, each week you will have a different session to complete. The first session, of course, is going to be Chapter 1. And you'll need to read Chapter 1, or at least read the lecture notes if you're still waiting on your textbook to come in, and that'll be sufficient for you to be able to respond to the first discussion board question. In accordance with each session, there will be at least one discussion board question for each session. These questions are posted in the course material, and you could respond to the question. Now, each of the discussion board questions is worth 12.5 points, 12.5 points. The way I apportion the points is that you will get 6.5 points for answering the question yourself. You will get 3 points for each of 2 responses to your other classmates. You must, and I repeat, must, respond to no less than 2 of your classmates to get full credit for the discussion board points. I want to make this really clear. It's also in the syllabus. I use the discussion board responses to take attendance for that session. If you did not respond to the discussion board question, then you will be counted absent for that session. So it is very important that you respond to each of the discussion board questions that are posted and reply to no less than 2 of your classmates' posts. That's very important to earn all of the available points for the discussion board. Throughout the semester, we will have 4 exams. These exams are worth 100 points each, up to 100 points each. Each of the exams is a 50-question multiple choice. You are free to use your notes, the discussion board notes, and your book. However, each exam is timed, and any unanswered questions at the end of the time, the system will automatically submit your test at its current state of completion. So any questions you didn't get to will go unanswered. If at any time you lose connectivity while taking on the exam, you will basically have that exam turned in at that point and it will not allow you to go back in. My strong recommendation is that you always take your test on a hard-connected, hardwired internet connection to prevent the possibility of the wireless connection being lost for a moment, only to turn in a partial exam. If you have any connectivity problems, especially during the test, please email me at the email address on the syllabus or through the Blackboard system. I am in the email system almost every day. Not all the time, but frequently throughout the day. And I do adhere to the 48-hour rule that a response to your email will be sent to you no later than 48 hours. But again, I try to be in there every day, but I am not in there constantly. Okay. Another form of points accumulation that you will have is you will be assigned 4 written assignments throughout the semester. Each one of these assignments is worth 25 points. You'll see the written assignments in the various modules and sessions that come up. The paper is due at the end of that session, or usually the Sunday of the end of the session. These papers are to be at least 2 pages in length and respond to whatever question is being posed in the written assignment posting there in the course material. In addition to those 4 exams, the 4 written assignments, you will also have a comprehensive final exam that will be on all of the materials. That final exam will be in week 16. The final exam is 70 questions and has a little bit longer time frame on it, but it is the same rule that it can be, you could use your notes, you could use your book, you just can't use one another. So all in all, you will have an opportunity to earn 1,000 points. There are 2 major papers that are due by the end of the semester. One is called the Interview with a Manager paper. This paper is at least 5-page paper that is a interview with a manager. The interview questions are questions that you will come up with based upon the material that you will study throughout the semester. You can turn that paper in any time during the semester, but it is due no later than the end of week 15, the review week. And the last paper is a paper called the Service Learning paper, where you will write a paper of at least 2 pages in length telling me the details of some kind of service project that you were a part of. This can be volunteer projects. It could be something that you do with your fraternity, sorority, or service organization, teaching Sunday school, summer camp work at a church, or anything that is civically or evangelistically minded that you can write about in the discussion of a service-oriented project. This too is also due by the end of week 15, that review session. This paper is worth 25 bonus points. I grade based upon the accumulation of points. So points accumulated that are 900 or higher will get an A. Between 800 points and 899 points, a B. And between 700 and 799 points, a C. All of this is outlined in the syllabus, so I strongly recommend that you read the syllabus. It gives you more information about these 2 major papers and clearly identifies how the accumulation of points will result in your grade. I am available to be contacted by telephone or by email, and all that contact information is also on the syllabus. I'm really looking forward to this fall semester with you, and hope that you will find some nugget of information in the time that we spend together that you didn't start the semester with. So for this week, take a look at session 1, read chapter 1. There are 2 discussion board questions that you have, the first of which is to just tell everybody a little bit about yourself. And then there is a question about what you consider a good manager to be. I look forward to this semester and working with you. And until that time, we'll see you online.